My name is Neely. This is POC Yoga with Liberation Flow. Thank you all for being here. Before we get started, I wanted to just share a little bit about my yoga experience lately. I really love yoga, and it's still been super hard to find the time to prioritize fitness and movement, especially this last year and these last few months. And I went to my first yoga class in a long time last week, and it really hurt to do it. And like in the middle of class, I remember that I couldn't stop comparing myself to how I used to be and being like, oh damn, like my downward dog doesn't feel as good, or like my arms are weak, and like all of these negative thoughts. And I realized that that was a really good reminder to myself that even though yoga is like a super great fitness practice, it's even more beneficial for me to use this time to practice learning how to show up for myself during times of challenge. Yeah, and like even like all of these poses that we're about to go through are artificial challenges that we're willingly participating in. And so if we can move through them without harsh criticism or with acceptance and belief in our own progress, we can take that approach and face the other challenges in our lives in the same way. And I think that that is especially important for our friends and families and communities right now, especially as people of color. And so yeah, and so like with all of that being said, I really hope that if you haven't been getting any movement lately, that you're not too hard on yourself and that you remind yourself to be gentle. And you know, we are in a Zoom class, so feel free to drink water or go to the bathroom or turn your video on and off and just be comfortable, because this time and space is really for you. Yeah, so with that being said, let's start in child's pose. You can bring your knees hips width distance apart or greater, and then bring your forehead to the ground, and your arms can be out long or out to your side.
Neither your video is dark. Is there a way to light it up?
Oh man, I think it's because the sun is behind me.
Okay.
But I'll try to keep the mat. I'll try to keep as close to the camera so the focus is on me. But thanks for letting me know. So yeah, so start in child's pose. Bring your arms out in front of you, and then right away start to notice your breathing. And notice the way that your body is feeling. Are you feeling tense in some areas? Just do a quick body scan and check in with yourself. And then breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. And keep breathing in that way and letting your air, the breath, fill your lungs completely. And know that during any moment in class, this is a pose that you can always return to, and that learning to take a step back is sometimes even harder to do. And over the next couple breaths, come up to tabletop. Stack your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And then right away, invite some free movement and just give your body permission to do anything that it wants, to wiggle, roll your neck. You can roll your wrists, tap out your feet. And then on your next inhale, press your hands into the mat, drop your belly, lift your chest for cow pose. And then dome your shoulders. Bring your navel up and in for cat pose. Inhale for cow pose. Exhale for cat pose. Inhale for cow pose. Exhale for cat pose. And then do 3 more rounds of cat and cow to your own breath. And when you're ready, come back to a neutral tabletop. And on your next inhale, lift your right hand into the air. And then exhale, thread it in behind your wrist and bring your shoulder to the ground. And your arm can be out long in front of you or to your side. This is gonna help us get into the shoulder joint. And pause and breathe here. And then inhale your arm back up. Exhale, bring it back down. And we're gonna do that on the other side. Inhale, your left arm up high. Exhale, thread it, the needle. You can bring your forehead to the ground. Your arm can stay next to your face or come out in front of you. Breathe here. And then inhale your arm back up high. Exhale, bring it down to the ground, and then wiggle some more, shake that out. And then press your hands firmly onto the ground, curl your feet, and then bring your hips up into the sky for downward facing dog. This is the first downward dog of class, so feel free to pedal out your feet and wiggle your tail and really settle into this posture. And know that the purpose of this posture isn't to get your hamstrings and feet down to the ground, but to elongate your spine. So really press into your hands and bring your chest as if you were pressing them into the tops of your thighs. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. Exhale, step, hop, jump to the front. And we're gonna stay in forward fold and feel free to sway from side to side. You can grab for opposite elbows, or you can interlace your fingers behind your back and let it fall to the crown of your head. Or you can place your hands behind your crown or your head and really let the gravity elongate your spine. And over the next few breaths, roll up to standing. And when you get to the top, feel free to roll your shoulders or your neck and fidget and really take a moment to come into a comfortable standing neutral position. And then close down your eyes and you can bring your palms to heart center or out facing forward. And do a quick body scan. You know, yoga isn't about the performance, it's really about building that internal awareness. So just remember to keep breathing and noticing what is true for you. And learning how to listen to that. And your next inhale, let your eyes open and bring your arms up for mountain pose. Breathe here. Bring your navel up and in, drop your shoulders, and then really lift through your chest. Inhale to lift through your chest a little bit higher. And then exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, press your hands into your shins and stick your tail and chest out for a halfway lift. Exhale, release. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Fly your hands down onto the ground and then step back for a high plank position. And pause and breathe here. Option right away to come down to your knees at any moment to find more stability, but know that this is a posture that is uncomfortable and it's meant to be uncomfortable to build heat. So if you can, try to stick with it. Keep an energetically straight line from the top crown of your head to your toes and stack your wrists underneath your shoulders. And see if you can take 5 full breaths at your own pace before lowering down slowly to the mat. And when you're down on the mat, zip your feet together. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and lift your chest for cobra pose. Breathe here. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale back into tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're gonna move through Sun A, breath to posture. So it's going to be move a little bit quickly, but always know that you can go and at your own pace and return to child's pose or any other pose at any time. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, look towards the top of the mat. Exhale, stop, hop, jump to the front. Inhale for mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands onto the ground and step back for plank. And we're gonna flow through chaturanga. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale to downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. Exhale, step, hop, jump to the front. Inhale for mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands onto the ground and step back for plank. Flow through chaturanga. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, HA. Then inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Right, we're gonna move into Sun B. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. Exhale, step, hop, jump to the front. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, bring your arms down. Inhale, starting with your right leg, lift one thigh up. And we're gonna practice a tree posture. So find a place for your foot on the inside seam of your left leg. It can be up on your thigh, on your shin, or your ankle, avoiding your knee. And your hands can be up high or at heart center. And for an added challenge, you can try closing down your eyes. So play around with that and try to see if you can approach it without any harsh judgments about yourself. And come back to standing. Inhale for mountain pose. Exhale, sit your heels back down for fierce pose. Pause and breathe here. You can bring your feet touching or hips width distance. Stick your tail and chest out, and your arms can be up, and if that hurts your shoulder, you can bring them down to heart center. This is another one of those postures that's meant to build some heat. So pause and breathe and see if you can, and also option always to come off the squat at any moment, but breathe here and see if you can do 5 full breaths at your own pace before releasing it to forward fold. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands onto the ground and step your right foot back for a low lunge. Take a moment to make sure your feet are on separate tracks and that you feel grounded in this foundation, in the lower foundation. And then inhale your arms up for a crescent lunge. Breathe here. Bring your knee over your ankle, come up high on the ball of your back foot, and drop your shoulders. Inhale to lift your chest a little bit higher. Exhale into warrior two. Strike your back heel down. Make sure your front knee is over your front leg and bring your arms out long wide. Breathe here. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Bring your arm out long. Reinforce your front lunge, and your back arm can be on your thigh or your shin, avoiding your knee. And really feel the stretch in your side body. Inhale to reach back a little bit further. And then exhale into side angle. Breathe here. You can press your bottom arm into your shin to leverage this twist. Once again, reinforce your front lunge, and your gaze can be up or wherever is kind. Inhale to rise up and parallel your feet. And then exhale, forward fold. And then right away, invite some free movement and give yourself permission to do whatever your body is asking to do. Take a breath to finish up whatever you're doing. And come back to the center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, frame your front foot, step back. We're gonna flow through chaturanga. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. We're gonna do that on the other side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step hop, jump to the front. Inhale for mountain pose. And then exhale, bring your arms down, and we're gonna do tree on this side. So bring your left foot up this time and turn it out and find a place that feels balanced on the inseam of your right leg. And it can be different on this side. And you can bring your arms up or at heart center. And once again, for an added challenge, you can close your eyes. So play around with that for a second. And when you're ready, bring your foot back down. Inhale for mountain pose. Exhale down into fierce. Inhale, lift your chest a little bit higher. Exhale, forward fold. And I think I mixed up the legs, but we're going to keep, this time bring your left foot back. And make sure they're on parallel tracks and that you feel grounded. And inhale for high crescent lunge. Pause and breathe here. This can definitely be a tricky posture because it is both a backward bend and a balancing posture and a lunge. So it's okay to wobble. Make sure your knees over your ankle, your shoulders are dropped. Inhale to lift through your chest. Exhale, warrior two. On the other side, strike your back heel down, drop your shoulders, and your gaze can be over your middle finger. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Once again, reinforce your front lunge, and your hand can be anywhere avoiding your kneecap. And really feel the side body stretch. Inhale to reach back a little bit further. Exhale, side angle. Pause and breathe. And roll your ribs up and over to really accentuate the twist. Inhale, rise up. Parallel your feet. Exhale, fold on this side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, parallel or frame your front foot and step back, float through chaturanga. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale for downward facing dog. We're gonna do it once more on each side, breath to posture, so it's gonna move a little bit quicker. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. Exhale, step, hop, jump to the front. Inhale for mountain pose. Exhale for fierce. Inhale, lift your chest a little bit higher. Exhale, forward fold, and step your right foot back. Inhale for crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the ground. Step back, flow through chaturanga. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. One more side. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. Exhale, step, hop, jump to the front. Inhale for mountain pose. Exhale for fierce. Inhale, lift your chest a little bit higher. Exhale, forward fold and step your left foot back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, frame your front foot, step back, flow through chaturanga. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, HA. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale your right leg up high. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Inhale your right leg up high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale your right leg up high. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale your right leg up high. And we're gonna move into pigeon on the right side. So bring your right knee behind your right wrist. And then you can stay upright like this, or you can come down to your forearms or to your forehead. Let's see. And we're gonna stay here for a minute. So find a position that feels sustainable for you, and know that our hips are a really tight place for us. So there can be a lot of sensation, but no, nothing should feel too like a sharp pain. And just keep remembering to breathe. And then over the next couple breaths, you can come up off the pigeon, and maybe I'm a little out of breath, so maybe let's come back to hero's pose or child's pose just to take a quick little break. Feel free to take a sip of water. And then just maybe close down your eyes in this position and just do another body scan and see where you're at. And when you're ready, let's meet in downward facing dog. So we're gonna do that on the left side. Inhale, your left leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, your left leg up high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, your left leg up high. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Inhale your left leg up high. And then exhale, come into pigeon on the left side. So once again, bring your left knee behind your left wrist and then come down on your right leg. And then you can stay like this, or you can bring your forearms to the ground or your forehead. And pick an edge that is sustainable for you, because we're gonna be here for a moment. And this can be a really intense posture. So remember to be kind to yourself. And take the next couple of breaths to come out of the posture. And bring your legs out in front of you. Maybe you can shake your legs back and forth to release. And then when you're ready, grab the your booty and scoot it to the side so your sit bones are really touching the ground. And inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe here. And gently roll back up and roll all the way down to the mat. And I want to practice crocodile. So turn onto your stomach, and I'll try to see if you all can see clearly. So starting with your right hand, bring it out of side beside you, and then you're gonna gently roll your body weight onto that arm. And your hand can be, the other arm can be behind you, in front of you, whatever feels good. And this is, again, working into the shoulder joint. And then switch sides. So bring your left arm out long and roll your body weight onto your left arm. And then release that posture and come back onto your back, and we'll do happy baby. So grab your feet, the outside edges of your feet, and rock from side to side. You can stretch your legs out, give yourself a back massage. Really have fun with this posture. I said that in a really serious way, so it didn't sound fun at all. And then do any last movements that your body is asking for. And when you're ready, meet us in Shavasana. Find any comfortable lying down position and close down your eyes. Shavasana means corpse pose, and kind of what I was mentioning in the beginning of class, I think it's really important to notice if you did have any judgments during class about any of the postures. It's totally normal. And notice that you had them and really try to let that go and know that we had this 1 hour session and we'll have another 1 hour session, or you'll have many other times to keep practicing. I'll keep us in Shavasana for 2 minutes and then call you up when that time is over. And gently wiggle your toes and your fingers. And start to bring a more intentional breath. And roll onto your favorite side, your left side being more lunar and intuitive, and your right side being solar and active. Then take a moment in this period of transition to really thank yourself for being here and doing this work. And then gently press yourself into a seated position. And we're gonna end class in Anjali Mudra. So if it's in your practice, you can bring your hands to heart center. This gesture symbolizes non-dualism, or the idea that seemingly opposing forces can and do come together at the center, left and right, top and bottom, me and you, the beginning and the end. Thank you all for being here. I was super nervous about this Zoom class, but I just really appreciate everyone who's come and given me their energy. Please donate if you can. We're going to keep doing events. I put our Venmo in the chat. Thank you.